Like, for instance, like, this is a magazine that came out a couple of weeks ago. In fact, said the truth about Jen and Barack.
You know, some cheesy tabloid is going to make up a story, and then it's that.
Yeah. Does
I
your
was not
publicist
mad
ever
at
go,
it.
Michelle Obama has just revealed a shocking truth about what really went on between Barack Obama and Jennifer Aniston. Something no one ever expected. For years, rumors and whispers circulated, but now the truth is finally out, leaving everyone stunned. What could possibly link the Obamas and Aniston in such an unexpected way? Stay tuned as we uncover the surprising revelation that has everyone talking. The White House, an arrest, and a former president missing key events. It all sounds like a Hollywood thriller. First, Michelle Obama's conspicuous absence from not one but two major events has set tongues wagging. She skipped both Jimmy Carter's funeral and Donald Trump's inauguration, hardly a minor scheduling conflict. Barack Obama, meanwhile, was present at both, but Michelle's absence only added fuel to the speculation, spreading faster than wildfire. The official excuse pointed to scheduling conflicts, but let's be honest, no one's buying that. Then, out of nowhere, Jennifer Aniston's name got thrown into the mix. And trust me, it wasn't just a random coincidence. The real reason behind Michelle's absence might be far more explosive than anyone could have imagined. That's right, Jennifer Aniston. It all started with a supermarket tabloid spinning a story about Barack and Jennifer having more than just a casual friendship. Sounds absurd, right? But here's where it gets tricky. Social media detectives and gossip mills have been dissecting the story like it's the mystery of the century. And let's be real, sometimes gossip has a way of uncovering the truth. When photos and timelines don't add up, people start raising eyebrows. Speaking of photos, let's not overlook that bizarre post from Barack, a picture of him and Michelle sitting at what can only be described as a Beauty and the Beast style table. The internet went wild. Michelle's expression? Let's just say it didn't exactly scream happy couple vibes. And that lighting? Yikes. People were quick to point out how strange the photo felt. If this was meant to shut down divorce rumors, it had the complete opposite effect. Instead, it became the image fueling speculation about what's really going on. For over a year, whispers about cracks in the Obamas' marriage have been floating around Washington, D.C., but they were always brushed off as just gossip. Now, with Michelle's absence and Jennifer's name being thrown into the mix, those whispers have turned into full-blown speculation. Insiders from both political and Hollywood circles suggest this might not be just baseless chatter. And if timing is everything, as some claim, well, things seem to be lining up a little too perfectly. Then there's Jennifer herself. She's stayed completely silent, which of course only makes people talk more. The classic no-comment move always gets twisted into silence speaks volumes. But let's be real, Jennifer doesn't exactly need more headlines about her personal life. Fair or not, her name is now glued to this narrative, and people are digging deep to find any connection between her and Barack. And while we're at it, let's not ignore the why. Now the big question, why is all of this blowing up right now? Is this some kind of coordinated hit job? Or are we actually witnessing cracks in one of the most iconic modern couples? The internet never misses a beat when it comes to dissecting even the tiniest clues, Michelle's body language, Barack's solo appearances. And with every cryptic post or offhand comment, the theories just keep stacking up. And let's not pretend Megyn Kelly's remarks didn't stir the pot even more. She flat out claimed that Michelle's absence was undeniable proof of trouble in paradise. Bold statement? Absolutely. But the real kicker? No one's stepping up to shut it down convincingly. If anything, the lack of strong denials is only adding fuel to the fire. When rumors like these go unchecked, they snowball into something unstoppable, gaining momentum with every passing day. But let's be real, this isn't just about Michelle skipping a couple of events or Barack being spotted dining alone. People are digging way deeper, analyzing everything from their joint appearances to their social media posts. Are those "I love you" captions just for show? Do those public smiles hide something far more complicated? The narrative practically writes itself and the public can't look away. Then there's Jessica's DM. the one where she claimed Jennifer Aniston's inner circle was casually chatting about Barack the day before. This whole thing exploded. And here's the kicker. They were reportedly sitting with a psychic. Yep, a psychic. And apparently, Jennifer let something slip. Then came Meghan McCain, adding even more fuel to the fire. She brought a political reporter onto her show, someone who claimed they'd been hearing from well-connected sources that the Obamas were heading for a divorce. At this point, the speculation isn't just coming from tabloids, it's creeping into serious circles. Let's pause for a second. A psychic Jennifer Aniston and Barack Obama, all connected in this swirling rumor? It almost sounds too bizarre to be true. But the story doesn't stop there. Meghan McCain, who's well-connected in elite circles, mentioned that she's been hearing similar whispers for quite some time. And not from gossip sites or tabloids, these claims are coming from serious journalists who insist they have credible intel. And these aren't just random insiders. These are people who actually move in the same circles as the Obamas. According to them, Barack and Michelle have been living separate lives for a while now. The whispers only got louder, and Michelle's absence at key events turned speculation into something much harder to ignore. What really pushed the rumors into overdrive? Michelle skipping crucial appearances. She was absent from Jimmy Carter's funeral, and that got everyone talking. Sure, missing Donald Trump's inauguration was one thing, politics is politics, but skipping Carter's memorial? That was a different story entirely. Then there's Barack's post, the one that raised even more eyebrows. He shared a photo of Michelle that many called downright strange. She appeared to be in sleepwear, no makeup, clearly not a picture she would have approved for public viewing. Did Barack post it without her consent? The internet went into full meltdown mode with theories flying about whether the post was some kind of subtle message. Adding even more fuel to the fire, Meghan McCain's guest pointed out something huge. The Obamas haven't been spotted together in a while, since Kamala Harris's DNC event. That's right. Not since. Harris was trying to rally support for her presidential run. And if you're keeping track, that's a long stretch of time, with no joint appearances for a couple as high profile as the Obamas. It's not like them to completely step out of the limelight, so what's really going on? Even Michelle's recent book tour felt more like her doing her own thing, rather than anything tied to Barack. Now let's get into the Jennifer Aniston connection, because this is where things go from unusual to downright wild. Rumors are swirling that Barack has been spending time within her circle. Sounds like a typical tabloid headline, right? But when these kinds of stories start being repeated by reputable sources, you have to wonder, could there be some truth hidden in all the noise? Are we witnessing one of the most powerful couples in politics quietly falling apart behind closed doors? Insiders are now suggesting that an official announcement might not be far off. And they're not just calling this gossip. They insist there's real weight behind it. Barack and Michelle have always been seen as America's sweethearts, and the mere idea of them splitting up is genuinely unsettling for many. This isn't just celebrity gossip, it's personal for people. Their marriage has been part of their brand, a huge part of what made them so relatable. If a divorce does happen, it'll send shockwaves through both political and social circles. Adding to the speculation, the way Michelle has been focusing so much on her own projects, her speeches, her tours, her books. It all feels very independent, very separate from Barack's own path. Some are beginning to wonder, are these subtle signs of a life that's already split in two? When you consider how meticulously managed the Obamas' public image has always been, it's hard not to read between the lines. Could this be the calm before the storm? The Obama brand has always been built on unity, on being a team. Their public persona has centered around partnership and shared goals. But if the rumors are true and this partnership is falling apart, what does that mean for their legacy? It's a question leaving a lot of people uneasy. And if an official announcement does come, it'll be one of the biggest stories in modern political history. Then there's the timing. Why now? Why let these rumors spiral without addressing them head-on? Some believe the Obamas are holding off for strategic reasons, trying to find the best way to control the narrative and minimize fallout. But with more insiders and journalists stepping forward with what they claim to know, the pressure to speak up is mounting. Every day that passes without clarity only fuels the speculation. People are connecting the dots, or at least trying to. Barack's recent solo appearances, Michelle's absences, the whispers about Jennifer Aniston's circle, it's all painting a picture that's getting harder to ignore. And while it's easy to brush off some of this as baseless gossip, the sheer number of credible voices backing these claims is hard to overlook. This isn't just TMZ or social media drama. This is coming from people with actual insight into these elite circles. Barack Obama showing up alone to Carter's funeral was enough to kickstart a fresh wave of whispers about his personal life. Some say the cracks have been visible for years. Claims of the Obamas living separate lives, rumors that are now spiraling out of control. And then there's the wildest part of it all, the idea that Barack would leave Michelle for Jennifer Aniston. It sounds absurd, yet social media thrives on exactly this kind of story, no matter how outrageous. And now that Jennifer's name is in the mix, the speculation isn't slowing down. It's only getting bigger. The story took a surprising turn, dragging Hollywood right into the middle of it all. Social media can't stop talking about this. Jennifer Aniston's name being pulled into the chaos has only made things messier. Think about it, Aniston, a Hollywood icon with decades of fame, suddenly being linked to a former president? That's the kind of headline designed to generate clicks. Yet, here we are, watching the internet's imagination run wild. And those memes, they're everywhere, turning speculation into comedy gold. But as entertaining as some may find it, the bigger question is, why do stories like this gain so much traction? Is it just boredom, or is there a deeper fascination with tearing down public figures? Adding even more fuel to the fire is the tragedy surrounding the Obamas' personal chef, a man who drowned behind their Martha's Vineyard estate with little explanation given. The lack of clarity has only intensified the storm of conspiracy theories. Why was the Secret Service there? Why didn't anyone intervene? The questions are loud, but the answers remain vague, leaving people to fill in the blanks with speculation. And here's a thought. If this had happened under Donald Trump, would the media have let it slide so easily? That comparison keeps coming up, raising eyebrows over possible double standards in coverage. Critics argue that some controversies seem to get brushed aside, as if certain public figures are off limits. If the roles were reversed, if the chef had been connected to another high-profile figure, would the story have stayed in the headlines longer? Despite the mainstream coverage fading, independent voices aren't letting it go. Podcasts, YouTube channels, and social media platforms refuse to let the story die, insisting there's more beneath the surface. And then there's the leak. The alleged direct messages that supposedly confirm the Obama-Aniston affair. Leaked messages are always tricky to verify, but that hasn't stopped people from analyzing every single word. Even Jennifer Aniston's responses have been analyzed to death. Her publicist has denied the rumors, but some interpret her casual remarks as subtle hints. It's all speculation, but in today's media landscape, speculation alone is enough to keep people hooked. Why does a baseless rumor carry so much weight? The internet is buzzing, and no one seems to care whether the buzz is based on facts. It's less about truth and more about drama, memes, and the never-ending theories that make people feel like they're unraveling a major scandal. Whether it's the claims of a separation, a secret affair, or the mysterious death of a chef, these narratives build a house of cards. And here's the thing, the more people talk about it, the more real it seems in the public's eyes. Does it really matter if there's no solid proof? Apparently not. But let's go back to the chef's death, which still leaves major questions unanswered. How does someone drown in shallow water while Secret Service agents are nearby? It doesn't add up, and that's exactly why people won't stop asking questions. Was it just a tragic accident, or is there more to the story? Critics argue that if this had happened under a different administration, it would still be front-page news. Instead, it's fading into obscurity, kept alive only by those who refuse to accept the official explanation. Some are calling this the new normal, a world where scandals are pushed aside unless they fit a particular narrative. People are digging through every tweet, every photo, searching for something that confirms their suspicions. And when Barack Obama posts a photo of Michelle that seems off, the internet immediately jumps on it. She looks different, they say. Something's not right. The speculation is relentless. The memes are endless. But why do people care so much about the personal lives of public figures? It's not just about Obama or Aniston. It's about society's obsession with power and fame. The public loves to see cracks in perfection, especially when it involves high-profile figures. Is it jealousy, curiosity, or just a thirst for entertainment? Whatever the reason, one thing is clear: these stories aren't fading away anytime soon. The chef's mysterious death, the alleged affair, the separate lives rumors, all of it fuels a cycle of speculation that feeds on itself. The memes and jokes might seem harmless, but they shape public perception in ways people don't even realize. What starts as a joke turns into suspicion. People begin to wonder if there's truth behind it all. And when mainstream media doesn't cover these stories in depth, it only adds to the fire. Why aren't they talking about this? People ask. The lack of coverage itself becomes evidence that something is being hidden. But this is bigger than Barack Obama or Jennifer Aniston. It's about how easily rumors spread in the digital age. A tweet turns into a headline, a meme transforms into a belief, and suddenly the lines between fact and fiction start to blur. Will we ever get definitive answers? Or is the speculation itself the real story? Either way, it's a reminder that in today's world, perception often matters more than reality. As the world speculated about the Obamas, one thing became clear: fame and love don't always mix well. Looking at other high-profile breakups shows just how messy things can get. So, what do you think? Are these just baseless rumors fueled by internet speculation? Or is there some truth hidden beneath the headlines? From Michelle's absence to Jennifer Aniston's unexpected involvement, and even the mysterious circumstances surrounding the Obamas' personal life, it's a story that keeps evolving. One thing's for sure: in today's digital world, perception can often overshadow reality. A single tweet, a leaked message, or even a cryptic photo can spark a wildfire of theories. And while some of these rumors may fade, others seem to only gain more traction. But now we want to hear from you. Do you think there's more to this story than meets the eye? Or is it just another case of social media running wild? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's keep the conversation going. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the latest Hollywood meets politics scandal, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more shocking revelations and trending stories. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep questioning everything.